The sky burned with streaks of fire and smoke, a violent reminder that in war, seconds could mean life or death. Slate 12 was under siege, and the soldiers trapped below knew the odds were slim. Explosions shook the ground, sending dust and debris into the thin morning air. Somewhere high above, an A-10 Thunderbolt II sliced through the clouds, a lone guardian in metal and fire. Its pilot knew the mission: survive, sacrifice, and save the rescue team pinned on the ground. Before I tell you what happened next, tell me in the comments where you're rewatching from. I love knowing who is listening. Captain Ethan "Ghost" Lawson gripped the controls of the A-10, his jaw tight, eyes scanning a landscape of chaos below. He had flown hundreds of missions, each one dangerous, each one carrying lives tethered to the edge of a razor. Yet Slate 12 was different. Civilians and soldiers alike depended on the rescue team on the ground. And if the missile locked onto their position, there would be nothing left to save. Someone has to take the hit. That someone is me, he thought, feeling the weight of 1,000 decisions in a single heartbeat. The ground forces were pinned, unable to move through the ravaged terrain. Smoke coiled like serpents, and the smell of burning fuel mixed with the acrid temps of earth and metal. Every soldier's hand trembled, every heartbeat a drum of urgency. They had seen pilots risk their lives before, but the desperation in the sky above, the precision in the aircraft's maneuvers, carried something deeper, something almost human. Ghost guided the A-10 into position, banking sharply, feeling the vibrations of the engines, the pressure of every system straining under combat stress. His mind replayed moments of training, moments of fear, and moments of courage, each one converging into a singular moral decision. If I pull away, they die. If I take it head-on, I might not make it back. The missile's trajectory was clear. It screamed toward the rescue team like a vengeful spirit, relentless and unyielding. Ghost aligned the A-10 directly in its path. Feeling the metal shudder beneath him as the first flares ignited in defense. His heart pounded, a storm of adrenaline and fear, but his hands were steady. He remembered the young medic on the ground, her eyes wide, trusting, hoping that someone would answer their silent plea for protection. Seconds stretched into eternity. The wind rushed past the cockpit, carrying the scent of burning jet fuel and the faint metallic temps of the battlefield. Ghost's eyes locked on the incoming missile, and with a decisive tilt, he intercepted it. The missile struck the aircraft, detonating with a violent roar that shook the heavens. Flames licked the fuselage, systems faltering, yet the plane held together just long enough. Below, the rescue team watched, frozen. Smoke and debris blurred their vision, and then, miraculously, the missile exploded away from them. Cheers erupted, mingled with gasps and disbelief. They had survived. The A-10, battered and scarred, limped through the sky like a wounded hero. Every soldier on the ground witnessing a sacrifice they would never forget. Ghost felt the moral weight of his act, a cocktail of relief, exhaustion, and humility. He had chosen courage over safety, others' lives over his own comfort. Yet beneath it all, he wondered, was it right to risk everything for them? Was there another way? In war, morality is never simple, and heroism is rarely recognized in full until the dust settles. As the smoke cleared, the soldiers began moving, guided by Ghost's final maneuvers, pulling their wounded and securing civilians. The A-10, though damaged, made it back to base, a testament to resilience and precision. Ghost exhaled, finally allowing the tremor of fear and relief to pass through him. He thought of the faces below, the trust, the hope, the courage that had kept them alive. Slate 12 would be remembered not for the destruction it suffered, but for the lives saved and the sacrifice made in the sky above. Ghost's act was not just military precision. It was humanity in motion, an example of courage tempered by empathy, fear acknowledged but never controlling action. Because true bravery doesn't shout, it acts, sacrifices quietly, ensuring that others live, and leaves the world a little safer for it. And as the sun broke through the lingering smoke over the battlefield, the faint silhouette of the A-10 disappeared into the horizon. Ghostly reminder that heroism often carries a price, but its impact resonates far beyond the moment of danger. If Captain Ethan "Ghost" Lawson's story moved you, leave a comment about a moment of courage you've witnessed. And don't forget to subscribe to Whispered Words for more real stories of sacrifice, bravery, and heroism that defy expectation.